On our podcast show this week, everyone is probably headed back to school, creating on campus, doing things with their phones that they probably should not be doing. We covered this in the back to school episode about how some of the bans across some of the school systems is actually a good thing because not only will it save your phone, but it'll also allow you to learn more intently with purpose.
Creative ways.
You know, you learn better when you're focused on one thing, as they say. So not doom scrolling, not trying to create videos while you're in class and doing TikToks probably is a good thing. At any rate, those phones that some of your parents bought for you, some of you earned them, and I recognize that as well too. Thank you to all the hustlers setting good examples to everyone. They're expensive. Those phones are not cheap.
Not cheap.
And if you're using a phone to create, if you're using a phone to make content that makes you feel good and others feel good, good on you. But what if that phone hits the ground and shatters into a billion pieces? What if during the summer, you're trying to get that sweet shot of you on a boat and the thing flies out of your hand? What if you're on a bridge somewhere and the thing falls into the ocean? Those things all happen very, very frequently. And because phones have your ID, your social media accounts, in many cases, your credit cards, your driver's license, biometrics, your authenticator codes. Oh my goodness, your authenticators, your photos, your memories and everything like that, because you're in an area where you just didn't have an internet connection to upload that, you're out of luck. But in this episode here, we are going to be covering a device and a couple other things as well too that will make your creativity still stand out, but a lot less expensively. And I kind of bullied Winston into getting this first because I talked about it in our gift guide last December.
That's right. And I see it in action during Computex.
Yep. A lot of people had them on the show floor. It was probably one of the most ubiquitous devices because every other person, except for like Linus with his camera crew, they were using that to tell the story about what they were seeing on the show floor, which was very interesting because creators are becoming more self-sufficient again, but the quality of the video is increasing. And because this little device made by DJI is so well designed for this purpose, I'm gonna kind of take it over here and give it to Winston because he's had this device for the last month.
A month or so,
in the UK. He's been, on the wrong side of the road again, and he hasn't broken this, and he hasn't had to take his phone out.
True.
Tell me more about my pick of 2023. Which I haven't purchased. I made you do it.
That's right. 2023, it was announced, and it was towards the end of 2023 that it was available for sale. So I saw that, and you like, you would like, Winston, check this out. I thought that's pretty cool. I didn't really need a camera handheld gimbal thing at the time, and but anyway, so how I found this was when how good it was actually at Computex, where the guy just brought it out. It was basically a handheld thing. It fits in your palm of your hand, and he was just running around filming things on the floor. Now this is real time now on the floor, and you could just flip the screen from portrait mode to landscape mode, vice versa. Hit the button, and the lens would just rotate to face you. Press the button again, the lens would rotate back to the front. It was so good.
I was wondering about that because I look at the device, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, the screen's there, but it does reverse.
It does reverse.
Okay, that was my number one question because I was wondering how that actually worked. That's very useful. And the screen's bigger too, right?
Especially when you're vlogging by yourself, especially when Computex now, there was a lot of vloggers, a lot of content influencers and stuff like that on their own. Not like a team with Linus, on their own. And the guy with the Pocket Osmo Pocket 3, he was on the camera facing towards him, and he was describing the event, blah, blah, blah. And then he would just flip the screen with the button, and the lens will rotate and then hit the front.
That's wonderful. And it follows too, right?
It follows too. Face tracking mode, So let me show you what it is. Here we go. It comes in a box like this. Very simple. And it comes with this is the combo, creator combo. So you get the camera itself.
Just in case we didn't get this in the beginning, it's in the title, but it's the DJI DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Pocket 3.
This is not a drone. This uses drone technology because it has a gimbal and everything like that. But the bundle you have is special, right?
Yeah, this is the Creator Combo. So you can get the camera Pocket 3 on its own.
Okay.
And if you want just the camera itself, it's handheld, that's fine. But if you want the Creator Combo, it comes with a mic.
Okay.
So DJI Mic 2. So you get one of them, the transmitter. You can clip that on your, lapel, or you can hold it. So it allows you as a content creator to record video as well as audio, as if you're a vlogger.
So
right?
it's this thing where everyone's putting it on their hats.
You can put it on your hat. You can wear it around your neck. It's basically a wireless microphone, right?
Okay.
So it's very good because if you're vlogging by yourself and you want a good audio quality and stuff like that, so you don't have to get a separate microphone to do the microphone shotgun stuff like that.
Better
right?
than any cell phone, right?
Yeah, that's right. The audio quality on this mic 2, the DJI, I'll show you that in a sec. It's much better than on the phone.
Okay.
So Creator Combo comes with the microphone carry kit. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is it. And inside you have all the accessories, right? So this comes with a...
show that to the camera here.
Yeah.
Flip it open. There you go.
You get all this.
There you are.
Right. So it comes with a battery pack. This is called a battery handle. So it gives you extra juice while recording. It also gives you, this is just a standard, I think it's just a stand with the...
no battery, right?
No battery.
Okay.
This is the quarter thread. Is it quarter thread?
Quarter 20, so you can put it on any tripod?
Tripod, yeah. So you fit that onto the actual gimbal itself. So a gimbal camera. So this is it. This is the Pocket 3. So before I show you that first, I want to show you the other accessories. So it comes with a mini tripod.
Okay.
Like this. This is pretty cool. So you could actually mount this like this, and then you just leave it.
So put it on top of a napkin dispenser on the table as you're doing a food vlog.
For example, we can do a podcast, right? And put that there.
Oh, interesting.
And it will follow the face.
That's better. I like that.
And
Good
it
idea.
comes with a USB charging cable, USB-C charging cable. And it also then comes with a because it's a Creator Combo, it comes with a DJI Mic 2. You get one of them. And a, dead cat?
Dead cat.
So...
Now, can you use an external microphone and turn it into a lavalier?
Yeah. There's a slot there for a lavalier mic if you want.
Perfect.
3.5. 3.5?
3.5. Yeah.
3.5 millimeter.
So it is something that you can actually use to make it more professional if you want to hide the microphone and you don't want that clipped to you.
Yeah, you can clip that to you. I think it's got a magnetic base as well.
Nice.
So if you ever a magnetic.
Also, there is a magnet that comes with it. You can clip it on behind there, right?
It doesn't come with that, but you can buy it.
Okay.
So you can put that. You can stick that there. It's magnetic. Yeah.
Okay. So your fridge. You're doing a food vlog, and you're making this content about how everything will poison you in your fridge.
Yeah.
Because you can't eat anything anymore. Like, even water is poisonous now.
And it comes with this this lens cover. I'm not sure. I think it's the fisheye lens.
Okay.
So standard, it doesn't come with the fisheye.
So this includes it.
This you could put that on there. It's magnetic.
Oh, wow.
Again, and you can film everything in fisheye mode. Like for example, if you put this onto a bike and you're doing action sports or you're running.
So like skateboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of. Okay.
Yeah, so it comes with this kind of lens cover, which and then let me put this on. So you switch on the power button.
Okay. Now show us that thing that you were talking about, because I think it's very difficult for people to understand that one concept that you were talking about.
Right. So it has this big screen. This is the it's a 1-inch. Yeah, 1-inch CMOS sensor, and it's a
So 1/5 the size of a standard smartphone.
Yeah, and it's got a 2-inch rotatable LCD touchscreen.
Do you find it viewable? Is it?
Oh yeah, viewable. Okay. Yeah. And then check this out. So this is a portrait mode at the moment.
Okay.
All right. So you can do like TikTok style movies, and you just flip this, and it becomes a landscape mode.
Oh, very nice.
So you can film in 1080p.
Okay.
Or 4K. So it's this 4K recording, by the way. Right. So I just usually 1080 because it saves storage space.
Okay.
You can put an SD card. So SD card slots go at the bottom here.
Okay.
And I put in I think it was a 256 in there. That's fine.
That's enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, you can record directly onto the SD card, or using the app, it will record into the storage here.
No way.
You can transfer it into your phone. And
directly?
Directly, yeah.
So it will record to your phone at the same time that you're recording?
It will record it on this device.
Yeah.
But when you actually access the app, you will see what's recorded, and you could just download it into your phone.
So it
gives a
sends
thumbnail.
a proxy to your phone,
like a thumbnail,
so that you see what it is, and then you can download the full file off of the device
into the phone, and then you can edit it and you can upload it straight into whatever.
Like a number of security cameras that were like the Wise cameras have a memory slot in there. You can use that to have local storage, but you can pull it right off it through the cloud.
Yeah.
In this case, it's not the cloud. You're using Wi-Fi.
Yeah, using Wi-Fi and the storage here.
Sweet.
So another thing is also it has this rotate thing. So let me show you, right? So imagine you're filming towards there and you're seeing that, and you could just rotate this and it points to you. Okay,
so go selfie mode and face track is enabled immediately. Yeah. That's incredible.
Move your head. No, like move your body.
Moving my butt. Oh, that's so good. Oh, wow. I love it.
So
that's amazing.
So imagine recording any footage and it will then follow you. Your face, it's got really nice face tracking mode. I think it's face track 6 or face active track 6 or something like that. But
that's incredible. Hey, 8 hours of footage?
Yeah, this is for my SD card, and
that's 1080p though.
1080p, yeah.
Okay, so for 4K it would be divided 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Okay, yeah. That's more than enough.
Oh,
that's phenomenal.
And what I like about this is like you can film yourself doing this. Hey, check this out, blah blah. And then you want to see the product, or you want to see the actual footage of the actual event. You can just do that. You just rotate. It will record that rotation as well in the footage.
Okay, so all of this stuff.
Yeah.
How much does this cost?
This is really good. I love this. This in Canadian dollars is I think it's about 1,000.
You had it on sale, right? Because I shot you that deal.
Yeah.
And then we had to make an adjustment. First of all, don't buy from third-party retailers. Buy from Amazon. If it's shipped and sold from Amazon, you're good to go. Just in case something happens.
Yeah, so the camera on its own is around about, I think, 600-700.
Okay. Canadian, right?
Canadian,
so you divide that by, you take a 30% discount if you're in the US. At least.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
But the camera combo, the creator combo is 699, I think, US. So it's about 1,000 Canadian, which is just, I think is worth it. Definitely worth it. It's actually improved my productivity in terms of videos.
Yeah. You're doing more, right?
I'm doing more. It looks so good, especially when for example, I'm bringing a box out here and it's following me.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's a third person filming you.
The production quality goes up immediately, right?
Yeah, it looks so good. And even when I move, it will follow me, right?
Okay.
So, of course, to a certain angle, so it's 170 degrees, I think. So
that's still fine. That's still fine.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's incredible. So for 929 Canadian, 1,000 Canadian, I mean, imagine the cost of a smartphone, right? Cost of a smartphone, a flagship level smartphone in Canada is probably at least $2,000, right? Also, you have the worst part is all your authentication, all of your ID, your identity, your social media accounts are stuck on it. This becomes the sacrificial lamb. This is the one that's filming out there and everything. It's sending a proxy to your phone. It's already got the information. You basically, when you are in a place where it's safe, you then pull the files off, you then work on it, you then upload.
Yeah, use the phone as a editor.
Okay.
And use this as the camera to film. I think that's the best.
Yeah.
It is pricey in terms of, I think it's 1,000 Canadian dollars, right? But the quality, and you can film in 4K or 1080p, portrait or landscape. It's amazing.
Still, I mean, remember when I was walking down the street in Taipei? This is why I put this device on my Christmas wish list for 2023 for Christmas. In Taiwan, Computex 2023, walking down the freaking street with my flip phone, my Galaxy Z Flip. We'll talk about this in another episode. Galaxy Z Flip. Like, hey, how's it going? I'm in Taiwan. Wow. I lose the phone on the very well made diamond rock hard Taiwanese pavement. And it hits this hinge and it shatters the screen. You're watching it just shatter. It just turns black. That's my life on that phone.
I know.
My boarding passes, my Starbucks card, my credit cards, everything. So imagine if all I was dropping was just the DJI.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be so heartbroken. I would have at least, I can just, I'm fine.
I mean, it comes with you can buy an extra 2 years, like in any phone devices. You can buy extra warranty for this. So
cheap?
It's cheap, yeah.
Okay.
So and the DJI, the company itself is a very good company. Although it's a China company,
it's Hong Kong based, right?
Hong Kong based.
Okay.
But they've been making drones for so many years. In fact, if you watch some of the BBC wildlife programs with David Attenborough and stuff like that, when the drones are flying over the in the Africa Sahara
That's
Desert.
legit
That's
DJI.
using DJI. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Because they're simply the best. They've been doing this for so long. I mean, there's other brands like Otel and some other brands, but they just can't handle the consumer friendly. Like I know that Sony has their drone as well too. They were touting as a professional drone. Do you know how difficult Sony interfaces are? Like on their cameras? Like it's hard to understand, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to understand. So wow, this is incredible. Like I mean, I guess this is for you. It's a kind of a review. So let's talk about categories of value, right? So first of all, let's talk about picture quality.
It's very good.
Okay.
In fact, it does how can I put it, on a raw kind of like format, say 4K on a camera, digital camera. It is. I think it's too sharp.
It's too sharp.
But with this mode, you can actually different modes. You can actually turn it down, soften mode. So you don't get to see all your wrinkles.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. So I love like certain female vloggers. They love.
I got it.
Yeah. So you don't need to have another filter. It does soften it a little bit if you want. So I like that mode as well.
Right. What about photos? Does this take photos?
It does take stills. So you can do portrait or landscape. You don't get that cinematic effect or that kind of special F stop.
Okay. So no portrait mode.
Yeah, it does just normal photos like
JPEG.
Yeah.
Does it do RAW? I can't remember.
I don't think it could do. I can't remember the old settings.
Maybe it's software or something like that. Usually for something like this, you buy it for video purposes. But you know, like just the fact that you could have the capability. Now on my Flip, I can actually just hold up my hand and it'll take a photo. Does it have anything like this for remote function?
It does
for video or anything like that.
It does not.
Okay, so
no, it has a joystick and full gimbal, and it's got a built-in mic. But you can use the DJI mic, pairs it with it really nicely.
But as far as putting it there and starting the recording, you actually have to hit the button and then start the recording. You can't just
just hit the button.
You can't do that, right? You can't trigger it remotely.
No, just hit the button. Yes.
What about with the app? So can you?
The app. Yeah, you can.
Okay, so you can with the app put it back in your pocket.
Yeah,
right?
you can just from here just hit the record and it'll just does it. Yeah.
So if you're wondering,
full control on the app.
So if you're wondering if the screen's big enough, well, if the screen isn't big enough, you have the one in your hand.
Yes, that's what I did. I've actually put this on a tripod, filming myself. I had this remote exact interface as you find on the app.
Wonderful.
And then you just press it.
That's all that I was wondering about because a lot of times you need a remote trigger. So either it's on your watch, like with the Samsungs, or you have the hand gesture, like the Z Flip series, and it triggers the recording in the photo or in the video. It kind of ruins the moment if you can't trigger remotely. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So in terms of video quality, you love it. It does slow motion as well too, right?
It's slow motion, time lapse. For example, if you want to do some nice photography, like video stuff of your sky, your galaxy stuff, then that's all.
Okay. So is there anything that's it's missing in terms of video quality, photo quality for you?
None.
Okay.
It's everything I needed.
So
it could literally replace my mirrorless camera right there, right now.
So 10 out of 10. Or out of 10, what would you rate it?
9.5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Incredible. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about daily usability. Like how easy is it for you to use?
I can just grab it and go, literally.
Okay. So just hit the button, just go wherever.
No, like USB-C charging, you can get that anywhere. You can use it while charging as well.
Okay.
With the camera setup, you need the tripods and camera lenses and stuff like that. This is all ready to go. And it's got a gimbal. Okay. So it's
everything's smooth. You can't mess it up.
Yeah, you can't mess it up.
Okay.
And if you want to change the angle of your gimbal of your lens, you could just use the joystick to change the angles as well.
Okay. So subtly just kind of move it around, right?
The gimbal is disabled. You can enable it. See, this is all that.
Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of.
And with the camera, you have to physically go like that. But this one, just press the button and just.
So then you can talk again, right?
Talk to myself, talk to you, and I just press that around, and then it'll. Oh, amazing.
And then with the microphone that you have there.
Oh, yeah.
If you have the microphone, you can actually put it on the end of a fork or a knife, and you can actually interview people.
That's right. Or you can flip it here, connect it up there. But it just press the power button here, and it vibrates a little bit.
Maybe a spoon. A spoon is actually more friendly to people. It's like, hey, here's a spoon.
The thing is, it's just automatically kind of like connects up to the thing. So there you go, DJI mic transmitted.
It even gives, I know you're not seeing this here, but if you watch our video podcast, which you probably are, it does show the battery life and everything in numbers. So you know when to charge it and when not to.
And also check out the level.
So there's a level meter as well,
level meter of my mic on the actual gimbal. You get the screen. You can
Amazing.
See you can see if I'm too low.
This is truly an all-in-one creator studio.
Amazing. It is.
So functionality, utility, ease of use. What do you rate it out of 10 based on all this?
This, I gotta give it a 10.
Whoa!
It's literally got everything I need. Tripod, the battery kind of clip here, extended.
And we've
handle.
already talked about the app and how easy it is. It basically just mimics this, right?
That's right.
Okay, that's incredible.
The wireless mic. It's just so lightweight as well. You could just flip that to portrait or landscape mode. It's so good.
Now, how about value? Now, this is not a cheap device. This is almost the same price as one of the Sony ZV series vlogging cameras that you can turn around with the screen. That's the quality that we're facing. Does it measure up? And what would you rate the value based on everything that's out there that's similar to this?
I would rate it definitely a 9, a high 9. Yeah. Because it has a gimbal.
Okay.
The Sony cameras that you mentioned,
it does not.
Does not come, right?
Okay.
You're not going to get the smooth kind of effect.
You don't have a mic.
And it doesn't have a mic as well. And this one comes with a wireless mic 1. And if you want to have 2, just buy the other set.
Yeah.
And connect that wirelessly or pair it, and then
it's got CMOS. It's got 1-inch CMOS sensor for low light as well too. So it's not as good as a full frame or even a crop frame sensor, but it's pretty good, right?
There you go. It's got a D-Log 10-bit, whatever that is.
Oh, so it actually does. It does log format. That's great because so that way you can edit it.
That's right. 3-axis gimbal, active track 6, so it's your facial tracking. Full pixel focusing, so like a multi-pixel.
Oh, look, it's even got Chinese writing, so you can work on your. The quality is good, and they've got 2 apps available as well too. And we know how strict Apple is about the apps and everything like that. So if there's something weird about the app, it's not going to be on the Apple App Store anyway, right?
Yeah, it's a wide-angle lens. So you could click that on there, which gives you that little kind of slightly fisheye view.
Now, is there anything that uploads to the cloud? I know that a lot of people are worried about taking these types of devices onto more secure situations. Yeah. Is there anything Wi-Fi that could affect security? Can you turn off the Wi-Fi?
Well, it connects to your phone wirelessly.
Okay.
But it doesn't connect to the internet.
So the phone, even the app in the phone, it only connects to like your normal Google Photos and whatnot when you download the stuff, but it won't actually connect for cloud services.
No, it doesn't connect to the cloud. It has no internet connection. It's just wireless connect to the phone.
Direct wireless connect. Okay, so that's completely different protocol than a cloud service, right? So this device doesn't actually upload directly to the cloud. It doesn't have Google Photos. It doesn't do anything like that.
No, but you could do it via the app on the phone.
Okay. All
right.
That makes a lot more sense to me because I know that devices like this, sometimes because they're mobile, a lot of people are like a little funny about that. My privacy, where I am, GPS coordinates and whatnot. It's legitimate. It's a legitimate concern. Yeah. Okay, so based on all of that, what do you rate this overall?
Definitely a 9. I would if you're a vlogger, if you're any content creator that wants to do quick, like both landscape and portrait with high quality. This does 4K by the way, right? And if you have like the wireless mic and stuff like that, so this is definitely worth getting.
Okay,
to be honest with you.
So,
even at $1,000.
So, are you glad that I bullied you into this?
Yeah, definitely. yeah.
It wasn't a bully. Yeah. Like literally, you wanted it anyway.
Fact, we were at the Computex and we were looking for them in Taiwan shops.
They weren't that much cheaper.
They weren't that much cheaper, and they only had the camera itself.
Yeah,
but we really wanted the creator combo. That's the best value.
I've had this on alert for months on my Amazon, and then I'm like, oh my God, it's so much cheaper. Winston, you got to get it. So the first time he buys it, it's like, oh, I got it from the seller. What do you mean seller? It's got to be Amazon. So he refunds it, and then like a few hours later, I think Amazon restocked, and then he was good to go. So yeah, there are a lot of resellers out there. They're not all bad, but it's very difficult to find out which one's good. But if you buy from Amazon direct, you're always guaranteed the A to Z, the customer service that Amazon has in case there's anything wrong with this. And you didn't have anything wrong with it. You actually bought it, took it straight to the UK, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with it.
That's right. Yeah. Again, it doesn't require any other power from USB-C. You can just charge that using your power bank or run it off
How
direct.
long have you been able to run it in one session?
It's a good couple of hours, no problem.
Okay.
So
with the battery bank.
with the battery pack, yeah. So I did, I think it was an hour recording by myself, just doing some unboxing stuff.
Okay.
And without the battery pack.
Great.
So that's fine.
Okay.
But people recommend put the battery pack because it gives you a better handle, a better grip.
When you're out there.
Yeah. So if I take the battery handle off, it's quite short. So
I can see that you might fall out of your hand too, right?
So with the battery pack, you're better off with a nicer, bigger grip. Yeah. So
okay.
So it's like
now my question, and this is based on the fact that we're looking at alternatives because we don't want to break our phone. Have you dropped it?
No.
Okay. So I can't really ask you about that.
No, because it's got a nice grip. If you put the battery pack on there, it's got a nice grip.
Okay.
And you're not gonna.
So chances of you dropping it is lower because of the way it's set up. It's not fiddly like a phone.
Your phone is wide, and you have to grip it in a certain way.
So
otherwise,
hand cramping, right?
Yeah, and you're filming, and you can't use both. You have to use both hands.
Okay.
If you use one hand, there's a big chance with a phone you could just slip out your hand, right?
Okay.
With this, because it's narrow and it fits in your palm really tight, nice. It's hard that you can't slip out your hand.
Okay.
See, I'm doing this, like it's not even slipping out of my hand.
It's just weighted well.
It weighted well, and it's designed to be held in one hand.
Okay.
That's why this design is so good.
Now, this is. I think it's safe to say that you think that this is the best alternative to carrying your phone in your hand, but not and having the insurance of not breaking your actual phone.
Yeah.
This is great. Now, are there any other alternatives that we would have out there that you would recommend? Like we already talked about the ZV series, the vlogging series, but it has some deficits, right?
Yeah.
It might have a great picture quality. You might be able to, in a higher end one, you might be able to use interchangeable lenses for that cinematic look.
True.
But
it hasn't got the gimbal.
It's not $1,000.
It's not $1,000. It's a lot more probably.
It's a lot more.
And with the and it has a mic interface for DJI Mic 2, so you're getting that audio quality recording as well, rather than from the camera.
At the same time, though, I've been seeing the DJI Osmo Pocket 2s for half this price.
That's true. That's the previous generation.
Yes. Same software.
And the only thing that hasn't got is the connection to the Mic 2.
I think there is a microphone one. The 2 does it. The 1 maybe does not.
Yeah.
Because I've seen combos where it comes with a clip-on mic, but I wasn't sure if
is there a smaller sensor?
It is a smaller sensor.
Right,
so I mean, in full daylight, you might not be able to know. You will know this. You will know this because it's a smaller sensor. It's basically like a drone footage.
Right.
So it's like one of the Mavics, right? You would get that quality of video, but probably a lot better because the drone inherently shakes as it goes up in the air. So I mean, but having said that, though, the footage that comes from the Mavic Mavic series has been incredible. This just has a bigger sensor, so it's going to be better in low light. It's also going to give you more depth of field, so it's going to give you that more cinematic look. D-Log probably is in the Pocket 2 as well, too. I'll have to look that up. But would you say that if someone didn't have the cash for this and just wanted to get started, would the Pocket 2 be okay?
Pocket 2, yeah.
Even used, right? I mean, you can get for like $300 for Canadian.
Yeah, it's cheaper,
Cheap, right? So it's a third of the price if you buy used. You can't get these used right now.
Oh, not right now.
Yeah.
And it's like a hot item right now.
It's so freaking hot.
Yeah.
Now, how much is a memory card? Like, I mean, we obviously the Kingston ones, we've worked with them in the past.
Yeah.
They all work. All of their Pro Series memory cards are all on the list, which is great. Your 256, how much was that?
It's like $20. Something $25.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cheap.
Okay.
But I wanted to get like a 512 or 1 terabyte because they go up in price, of course. But I didn't need it. I didn't need it, to be honest, for this.
That's 8 hours of footage in 1080p.
Because you can just put it onto your phone.
Yeah.
Like I'll see you. Like if you look at the app, you click on the app, it'll show you the past recordings that you've done.
Okay.
It's not the full recording on your phone. It's just a thumbnail of. So he's connecting now, see?
But it gives you the gist of it, right?
Yeah, so you join to the network, which is basically wireless. It's not on the internet, by the way. So, so that's just connecting directly on the phone. And once it's connected, let me just put this up. Here you go. And you see, you can see the monitoring on the phone.
Yeah.
You see that? It's actually direct, exact interface.
And your phone's always safe. Or safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not out there somewhere.
And you can do the zoom in as well. You can do manual zoom here. Check it out. Zoom. You can zoom in.
Does it.
Does the zoom here.
It's optical too, right?
Yeah. And also you can do the center, and you can do the when you press play, here you go.
Yeah.
It tells you the thumbnails of all the things that you've done.
Okay.
Tells you the length, but it's not the full thing. You have to press it and to press the download button here.
Got it. Okay.
Got
okay.
it?
So it's just a proxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It tells you what you've done, right?
Okay.
Because otherwise the footage is a lot big.
Wow.
Too big on the phone. But this whole app is basically a full control interface of that.
Now, obviously, because the app that you have controls all the other devices, the Pocket 2 probably has similar capabilities, even though it has a smaller sensor. I know that a lot of people are like, should you buy the 3 over the 2, or should you upgrade from the 2 to the 3? Those are the questions that people ask.
Yeah.
And I think that for half the price, or even a third, if you go on Facebook Marketplace, it's a good way to start. And the worst case scenario, you decide that you would love it, you start saving up for the Pocket 3.
Yeah.
By then, maybe there's some deals, and you might be able to find it used as well too.
God, look at that. Hyperlapse, time lapse, slow motion.
It's all there.
Photo, video, panel, live stream. Oh, it does. Oh, one more thing. I forgot to tell you. You can plug this into the USB into your computer, and it acts as a webcam.
No.
Seriously.
No.
With face tracking and everything.
Dude, I've been using my Blackmagic
amazing.
6K camera as as my webcam. I love that a lot better.
Oh my God.
So it does everything.
It does everything.
Okay.
I plugged this. I thought, I'll give it a go. So I plugged in USB-C and then plugged it into my computer. I put on a Stream Deck. I can't remember which one. And then it's OBS. And it came on as a webcam.
And I imagine that's probably the same for the Pocket 2 as well too, because they're very similar.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Well, I'll look up some more information about the Pocket 2 as well too, because that might be a good alternative as well too. There really isn't any alternatives.
It isn't right now.
Yeah.
This is the hottest item.
This is the best.
This is the best.
And the even close second would be the Pocket 2.
Probably yeah.
And then everything else has deficits.
Of course, you can buy it as for what it's purpose for. And that is for cameras for the Sony.
Yeah.
An action cam would be for action.
Yeah.
Gimbal, blah blah blah, and so on. But and a webcam would be for webcam. But this is like all in one.
And if you don't have enough lighting, the Pocket 2, like for example, as a webcam, it's probably going to look potato-like.
Yeah.
Without enough light.
I think the reason why they got the Osmo Pocket 3 is because the 2 had a lower, smaller sensor, and maybe it hasn't got all the creator style stuff like the mic and the software to go with it, the webcam. I'm not sure if it's supposed webcam, but you know,
those are the questions that we have. If you know immediately, just drop that comment down at the bottom. I mean, it's hard to it's half the price. And if it offers a lot more the similar capabilities and everything, I think that that's a good recommendation for a lot of people as well too. Not everyone has $1,000. We have to recognize that 50% off for most of the features is a really good value. And if anyone has the Pocket 2 right now and can give us a kind of their mini review on it and whether or not they wanted to buy the Pocket 3, let us know in the comments, please.
This thing is you just basically travel with it and you can do everything. You can literally do everything with it.
Okay, so Winston's 9.59, high 9.5 out of 10 for an alternative to any smartphone. I mean, technically now you could potentially buy a cheaper smartphone because you've got everything there. You don't need the cameras. You just use this as your main camera, and then you edit on a bigger device, even a tablet.
Tablet, yep.
Wow.
iPhone, yep.
Incredible. And you can take your time because you're not trying to use the same device that you've taken the video with. And if you're in the middle of editing, you need another shot, you can actually take this out there and just do a thing and upload it.
Even with the phone, you try your best to film at a certain angle or without the shakiness. And it's, with this, it's stabilization, it's got everything, it's ready to go.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about that.
Creator approved.
It is.
Well, thank you, Winston. That is fantastic. And that's a really great alternative to anyone that has like the iPhone Pro Max and they want to plug in a USB drive and record and everything like that. That's probably not a good idea if you tend to be Butterfingers.
Butterfingers. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
like me sometimes. All right. Well, that's all we have on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And, we'll probably have the Amazon link down there so you can find that same deal that Winston had.
Yep.
It comes on periodically, so make sure that you click that link and set a notification or drop it into your cart so that Amazon knows that you're looking for it, because that's how I knew that it was on sale. It dropped and it sent me a notification. All right. Until next time, hopefully we have some more gadgets, including my look at some Samsung devices that I've been using.
Yeah, you got some new toys.
So stick around for that in the coming episode. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.